Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 45 of the Yarnivore podcast. I am Sadie, your host, also known as Blue Ruin also known as Blue Ruin on Ravelry, and Sadie Ruin on Twitter and Instagram. The Ravelry group is Yarnivore, so come join the fun there. That is where I post any show notes that I do, which are usually in the form of links. And yeah, let's jump right on in here. It is September 30th, so tomorrow I will be opening a chatter thread and an FO thread for the October-November sweater knit along. You know the rules. Well, maybe you don't. I will go over them again. Adult sweaters only, and they have to be 50% or less when you start. So there you have it. If you would like to post a picture of the 50% piece of work as a placeholder and then post the finished object, you're more than welcome to do that. I may just take I think just to make it easier for everybody, I'm going to go on the honor system. Please just don't post anything that you think is like, if you just have a sleeve to do, that's probably past 50%. And you can enter as many times as you want. For every 20 entries, I will post another, well, I won't post. For every 20 entries, there will be another prize, which will probably be a skein of yarn that I will randomly pick. Just saying. So come join the fun. I want to finish my True Friend and my Winter Wheat in this portion. My True Friend is a bit past the 50% point, well past the 50% point. I just really want to finish it. And since I can't compete, plus I will break out the Winter Wheat, which by the way is like maybe 10%. So that is all good and fun. You'll see that a lot. Maybe if I get both of those done, I'll go on to the hubby's hoodie. Hard to say. Depends on how far I get, but I would like to bang out as many as I can because I can. So yes, it can be a sweater, it can be a cardigan, it just has to be some form of top covering that is not a tank top. It has to have a sleeve of some kind. Not a full sleeve, you can do like a little cap sleeve or something, but it has to have some sort of sleeve because the point is it's sweater weather. So I have one FO. It is currently not here. It is currently on a ship, and I took a picture of it. I will insert the picture here. So that would be the Garter Squish blanket, which is a free pattern by Stephen West. I use worsted weight held double. It was the Patton's Canadiana Tweeds, as well as some Eaton's Lady Fair Sayel. I burned through about 12 balls-ish. I don't know how many balls I started with. I know I have 6 left, and those will be used to make a mini Garter Squish for Petrie, because she is PO'd at me that it is gone. And it is getting chilly at night, which means she's cold, because Petrie feels cold more than any other animal on the planet, and she is letting me know. So I will probably start that this week. However, it works. It fits the hubby's rack. It is going to serve its purpose. And hey, what a great way to bust some stash I didn't know what I was going to use for. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And now it is a blanket, and it will become another blanket, and all will be well and happy with the world, which is what I want. Because I'm a hippie. I'm a hippie who likes to wear a lot of black. Do with that as you will. So, jumping right on into whips. Whippy whips. This one in the Mina Manx bag probably saw the most action just because it's the closest one to the couch was the closest one to the couch, and I don't know, it's Garter. It's easy to forget. You know, it's mindless, although I have to remember to mark down that I did 4 repeats last night and I didn't put them on the pattern. I was too busy watching the Young Turks, which you can watch them on YouTube if you want. They break it down into segments. You can watch it on tytnetwork.com. It all depends. It might not be your thing. Be forewarned. Progressive politics. Anywho. The thing that is so big it no longer really fits on my needles, but I'm pretending it does, is the Garter Goodness by Stephen West. And this is part of my, it's what I'm doing for the For Megan Knit-Along, FORMAEGANKAL, on Instagram. It's an informal knit-along, just for those of us who enjoyed Megan of the Cyborgs Craft Room and who will miss her. So I'm using 3 skeins of Cyborg Craft Room. This top one is a box of 96 on the Sparkleate. The stripes and this piece here is Spirograph Nebula on a Sockolate. Or no, a Squishalate. And then, okay, I have to double check here. Okay, so then the one I'm just starting to put in here, this one row, and I'm striping it in. And by striping it in, I mean I probably will do a stripe, maybe 2, because this is pretty little. I don't know if I can get 2 stripes out of it. Dare I even try? I might. I might be that crazy. I might do it. This one that I'm just put in here is Impromptu Dance Party. It's on the Bios base, which is 100% superwash merino. It looks like this in a cake. It's pretty. It's so pretty. And then I have the a skein of Stellar. I may or may not use this depending on how far I get with the Impromptu Dance Party. The thing is, for this, each of the skeins called for in the pattern is like 400 yards. Well, I have 400 plus in 2 of the skeins I have. The Sparkleate, I believe, gives me 436-ish, and I think it's 464 for this one, or 63. So I already have a little bit extra, so I don't know how that's going to play in. I'm also doing it on a 3.5 millimeter needle because I couldn't find any a US 4 3.5 millimeter needle because I couldn't find any 4 millimeter US 5s to do it on. And quite frankly, I like the fabric at this gauge much better than I would have liked the opener fabric of 4. I could just keep going. I don't know. I'll make that decision because right now the rows are getting ridiculous. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain to you that the rows are getting ridiculous. It's expected that that is going to happen in a shawl this size. However, it calls for 4 colors. I don't know if I'll get to the 4th color. I may end it on the 3rd and use the 4th for something else. I don't know. Undecided. If you would like to tell me what you think, feel free to chime in on the threads or in Instagram or in the comments of the YouTube where you can subscribe. But that's getting some work. I picked out 4 colors for the Stephen West Mystery Knit-Along, and they're sitting over there. And I'm not going to get up and get them because I just don't feel like getting up. That you don't need to see my lower half because I'm wearing pajama pants and I'm wearing a dress. I'm wearing a dress and pajama pants. Don't ask me why this combo works right now. It just does. Because if I had to get dressed past this, the show was not going to happen. Okay? It's just not happening. However, I've picked, if you've looked, I posted it on Instagram. It's a lime green by, it's called Lettuce. It's by Malabrigo. The Supernova colorway by Moi. hedgehog fibers in this gorgeous purple, and Soft Like Kittens, I believe it's the Flapdoodle Jive. It's a pinks and reds, and it's yummy. And I'm hoping it works, and it should work. That starts up soon. Okay, next up on the needles, in my baddie bag from the lovely Seashore Sharon. We went to Tacoma on Saturday, even though my mother wanted us to stay home because there was a shooting at a mall in Washington, although that was way above Seattle on the island, which is far away from us ish. We wanted to take in a bunch of used books to Half Price Books, I believe. And so we did that, and we got new books, and that was awesome. But that meant that my hubby has discovered that he gets carsick if he's not driving, or if he's not paying attention to something else, or if it's not night. So he drove, which meant I knit, which meant I got to the point of putting in a heel, and then I got past that. So here's how far I've gotten on this one. This is an orange and black colorway from Twisted Limon, which I got from Steve of Dramatic Knits and Leading Man Fiber Arts. I saw he posted some of those kits I was talking about last time. I'm not sure if they're still there, but I have to say, they're pretty awesome, as is the neon pencil colorway. Everyone should own one. It's the next foliage or whatever. So that's how far I got on that. It's about 50 minutes each way to Tacoma from here, so a fair bit of stitching got done on that. I'm proud of it. I don't know that I'll get a lot done now, but it's nice to have a car knitting project, and then I just leave that one in the car. In my Bird Leg Bags canine bag, this is Bird Leg Bags, right? Yes, Bird Leg Bags. I got some work done on my sock blank by Gail's Art. Because of course we all love Gail. We all love her sock blanks. I have still not finished the first one. This is the Pebbles pattern by Mina Phillip, also known as Mina Makes or Mina86. She is the Knitting Expat podcast. And I am so close. I think I've got an inch more to do, and then I'm on the toe. Pew! I did make the leg a little longer than usual, but that's because I know I have a lot of room with that with the sock blank, and I love it, and it's beautiful. And the blank looks like this. It is all steampunky goodness. This is pair 16 for 16 pairs in 2016. It's the Brass Octopus colorway. So this is pair 16. The stripy ones are pair 17 for the 16 pairs in 2016, which I'm kind of co-hosting, I guess, with the Passionate Spinner podcast, Schnuffeltier. And she is kicking my butt. But I'm just not vibing socks right this second. I go through phases, and maybe I'm just not feeling it right now. Although I need to bust a move and get that vibe back, because I need to knit some Christmas socks. Not that they're going to get there by Christmas, but hey, we can pretend. We can pretend. I'm thinking of starting something in like a worsted or a DK or a sport, just because I'm on all fingering right now, basically. Alrighty. This would be the portion of the show where I talk about the shop. So if you do not like talk about the shop, this is probably it for you. No hard feelings. Still love you. And I will see you next week. For everyone else, let's talk about some of the colorways that are coming into the shop, which apparently I felt the need to put in a bag. So there's going to be some wrinkle noises. Coming back for another round is the Forest Spirits Shades of greens and browns with a hint of a yellow. Just a hint though, no more. No more, no less. It will be coming back. Let's do the repeating colorways first, shall we? That is on Batty. On Giant, coming back will be Old Leaves, which is shades of brown with a little hit of red and some yellow. Very autumnal. Then we have the recurring popular one. Come here, come here. Unicorn Pooping Ice Cream. It's back on Batty Sock. And then we have the two new colorways. And I kind of wanted to like do a whole pot and keep it for myself of this. This is called Modern. Yellows, pinks, bright greens, speckled like crazy. And this one is called Tasty Tasty Poison Fish. It's after an episode of Tabletop I watched. They were playing Sushi Go. And they ended up talking about fugu. And someone said Tasty Tasty Poison Fish, and I knew that had to be colorway. So we have a light pinkish base with lovely purples, blues, reds splattered throughout. And yeah, that is the update, which will go live probably before you see this podcast, unless you watch this podcast like directly after I post it. I don't even know. It's 1 p.m. today, Friday the 30th. However, they usually stick around for a little bit, so feel free to dawdle on over. Dawdle. Toddle? Is toddle the appropriate word? I'm going to put these over here. Giant stack of yarn. Is toddle right? Toddle on over? Anywho, they'll be there, and you can pick them up if you want. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say for today. My big plans are, finishing this podcast, doing another podcast, updating everything, doing the update, and picking up Yokai Watch 2, which comes out today. I'm very excited. Pre-ordered it a while back. And yeah, I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. I will see everyone in October as we get closer to the most wonderful time of the year. Of course, I'm referring to Halloween. Bye.